Hi, guys, and welcome to your December 2021. This is your What Aren't They Telling You Timeless Reading, first half of the month's reading for the beautiful sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Hello, Taurus. Hello, family. If you're new here with me, hello, hello. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're subscribed to the tribe, and what's good, fam bams? Hello to my members, my patrons, and unfortunately, what's remaining of the coffee club members. If you are a coffee club member, please email me at readings@marvelousmadam.com. Email is always below in the description, guys. You know everything is. You anti-description box people. We have to discuss, coffee club members. Sorry for this noise. The beeping and anyway. We have to discuss, guys, if you are a coffee club member, how to convert you. And I'm going to be working with you to incentivize that for you so you don't have to. We'll talk about it offline, but I just have to make that announcement because Coffee Club, Buy Me a Coffee has ceased operations with PayPal. It's like, this is my set. Everybody's ceasing this and doing this. So, of course, partnering with them, like a lot of creators, I would imagine, they're probably going to have to think about it. So I do have other memberships, so it wasn't really a big deal for me. But again, if you are a coffee club member and the people that I gave complimentary memberships to, please email me at readings@marvelousmadam.com and let's talk about how to convert you over to either a YouTube member or a patron. Okay. Of course, if you were using Buy Me a Coffee as a donating mechanism, you know that you can donate to me. That information is also below, and it's also on my master link. When you go to Linktree and you see all of my links, there is a donate button. And there is also, of course, a donate button on my website. Always, always, always. First page, scroll down. Let's go. Taurus, everything that you need, again, is below in the description box for you and your collective. This video will be extended for purchase. So, of course, if you're those tiered members, it's a part of your patronage to me and your membership. And for others, it is a rent or a purchase option. Okay, let's go. First and foremost, the you, me, us was off of the chain and bananas. You are in an energy of unfinished business. Your person is in an energy of passion. And the message from divine is the energy of mirroring. Okay. The energy that I normally wait to get in this particular reading, I couldn't help it. So your energy, okay, your divine energy, Taurus, you were in happy family. Your person is being touched by the angel of strength right now. Your individual has personal power issues. They have internal struggles between them that they need to actually get together within themselves. And then the message, the energy message from divine was attachment. And of course, this is the choice to let go of things that no longer serve you. What's interesting about this is both of you, your person is really, really struggling with that. And let's go ahead and get started. We do have the first energy being the Queen of Cups. Obviously, we know who this Queen of Cups is. What's interesting when I see what is clarifying this Queen, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, you can be dealing with, or someone that has this in their chart, Taurus. This person is perceived to be a very nurturing and caring individual, but extremely sensitive. Now, as a Cancer sun, I agree with the Queen of Cups' description to a certain extent, but that's not what we're talking about. This person is feeling a little hurt right now, and when they get hurt, like I told you guys when I was explaining it in the other video, Capricorn got something similar to this, but their person did things to set the relationship off track. Your person does emotional things to emotionally set you guys back, so it becomes impossible to work through emotional issues because they will choose to hold on to it because it's easier for them to hold on than to just fix it and talk about it. Now, Let's talk about that for a second, because having so much fixed energy, especially in my relationship house and in my my aggression, my eighth house, I understand exactly how that can work. But at the same time, nobody's telling you to forget. We're simply saying that you can hold on to it. And being of fixed energy and very familiar with that, this individual Taurus that loves you is just overly sensitive. I hate to say that about this, because this is not the only thing that may describe this particular individual. I'm trying to tread lightly because she gets such a bad rap. And yes, I am biased, but she brings so many things to the table. So let's move on. You'll see what's clarifying her. More water energy. More water energy. Okay. Major arcana for Pisces, ruler of Cancer. More water energy. The up and down fluctuation of emotions. This is when I say the person will hold on to emotions that's no good for them, and in turn somehow secretly, and no, that sounds like a Scorpio, but kind of secretly penalize you for things that you didn't even know that they did. These little slights, like, it's not full blown like you made me mad, it's over with. It's like these little bitty slights, like, you know what, I'm gonna ignore you. Like, honestly, everybody does that, but this individual, from a love perspective and everything else, you guys will be okay if you can just basically work through the way in which this individual processes their emotions. Okay. Also, here we go in the heart place with the devil. So there we go. The attachments, the things that they need to let go of, and they are aware that they need to let go of them, and you are aware as the Taurus, as the fixed energy, of how that works. You are a part of that struggle. You champion that struggle, Taurus. So this person couldn't possibly hold on to shit more than you do. But I will say that when that's your lane and that's your struggle, you tend to have more experience. So individuals who come in, and there's a difference if you have Taurus and Cancer in your chart, like I do, like the people that understand what I'm talking about when I'm talking to you. There's a difference between holding on to stuff that somebody said to you that hurt your feelings, and actually holding on to things that somebody did to you that hurt your feelings. So, in this case, when I know what's clarifying my Queen of Cups, it's hurtful words, especially if you've already seen the other video. So, I don't see any other evidence in this reading that there's been things that you've done. They just don't like things that you say. And this card really explains it. And to me, when I see this means that the origin of that came from something, of course, that didn't have anything to do with you, and that they haven't been properly expressing or properly dealing with how they internalize these hurtful words. Yet I bet they say hurtful words. Isn't that always the thing? Don't talk to me a certain way, yet you talk reckless. Isn't that the way it goes? It's just like, really? Okay, so barring aside the sensitivity, the up and down emotions, and the things that I need to let go of, Taurus, I really do see you as the person who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with, in the capacity of this Ten of Pentacles. We can build together. We can build together. I see myself happy with you. I see this for us. And this is talking your language, Taurus, because if it don't make dollars, it don't make pentacles. So if you don't talk to me in a way where I can really hear the pentacle, not in a Capricorn way, in a Taurus type of way, it has to make sense. It has to be realistic, right? And if you don't get that, it's like, okay, I don't think so. So that's what this is. Beautiful energy there. But yeah, you're waiting. Now, I didn't bring your energy forward yet. Okay, but I'm going to tell you. Let's pause and look at this hangman. So your energy is right now, your romantic interest is obviously soulmate and healing family issues. I believe that you both are aware that there are some things that you need to shed from your upbringing before you can really get to here. And this was at the top of the deck, engagement. So what's interesting about this is I'm about to tell you in a second, but there is something that both of you guys want. You guys are mirroring, and it does say this right here. And I believe that when it's time to mirror, Spirit is telling you guys that you are mirroring. Both of you guys want the same thing, but there is a route that we have to go. There is divine. This hangman to me is screaming divine timing. Okay, because we are upside down, enlightened. We know exactly what we need to do. However, the difference here is that this person has a specific action that they need to take. Sorry for that. That's driving me nuts, so I can just imagine. Sorry about that. This person has a specific action that they have to take. And because they have to take this specific action, they're being guided right now on the way to take that action rather than to just jump in. But you guys are mirroring. So this is what I'm telling you. Be ready for a tangible message. Again, when I see this card, I can only interpret it to you the way I interpret it. This screams something tangible that you can hold on to. You will no longer be worried about whether you guys are okay when this person gets their feelings hurt. You will no longer worry about setbacks just because you guys had a minor little altercation. You will no longer have to worry about that because this Page of Pentacles is going to make it very clear to you because, again, they're speaking to you in the very Ten of Pentacles. They're showing you Ten of Pentacles, and now I'm coming to you with a page. This is my peace offering. This is what we are. This is my tangible message to you, Taurus. Okay, that's your language, baby. So with that being said, when I see this as gift, they want to give you something. Now I don't have given the gift, but I do see your intention. It's going to be something tangible, and it's going to be something tangible in a way that makes you know that you guys are finally on the same page. This card doesn't do it by itself. These cards do it together. Okay? So, if Page of Pentacles was alone, then I would, obviously use the supporting cards, just like I'm doing now. But because they're together, I know that this is something that is happy ever after. Engagement. Moving in together. Again, I always tell you guys, no matter what I perceive or what I am interpreting, take it and know that something's going to happen, but only where you guys are right now. Whatever the next logical step, realistically, in your progression, that's what's going to happen. But in short, generally speaking, there's going to be a conversation and there's going to be a tangible gift. If not a tangible gift, this is probably a dinner or going somewhere, carving out time for you. And in that time, really expressing themselves. So fixing it so it can never be broke again, basically. Okay. And then finally, we do have the Hierophant. So many beautiful energies with this, so many things that this represent, but judging the way that our reading is going, this is marriage because, we know our Hierophant and that's your card too. Ow. Okay. So you are all up and through this thing, all up and through here. Okay. And when it comes down to spending the rest of their lives with you, because this card represents so many things, institutions and churches and this and that, and it could represent legal to a certain extent. And we know that, from a personal perspective or personal energy, it's all about going higher, doing things that you've never done before, challenging and pushing yourself. Spirit is here, bringing the Hierophant energy to help your person move higher in a way that you understand. This could have been any other major arcana, but it's yours, which has that extra special feel to it. Let's flip it. The Queen is being clarified by Hurtful Words. There's those little slights again. Yes. We should not be emotionally set back because you didn't like the way I did, or I'm sorry, said something. There should not even be hurtful words. Am I actually hurting your feelings? Rephrase. Is what I'm saying not the truth, or does the truth hurt your feelings? Like, there's a way to deliver a message. We all have not learned that lesson, but there's a way to deliver that message. So right now, obviously there's been some type of conversation that you guys had, and it could have been with this eclipse. I couldn't go live on that one because there was just so much going on. But I did put the affirmations on the website with a little article for you guys. So there won't be a corresponding video, but we will go live the last moon of this year, which is the full moon in Gemini. Yes, we will. When we had your eclipse already, Taurus, that one was okay. But this Sagittarius one, it was just too many moving parts. And my intentions were good, but it was just too much. So hurtful words, this could be what you guys are dealing with, or the way in which you guys talk about the future. I do know that you feel like they're not being realistic enough, Taurus. You feel like they do too much, okay? Differences, not on the same page. There has been a fluctuation in emotions. 1 minute they're up, 1 minute they're down. And this pisses you off because they're not consistent, and you just don't understand why it's so hard to get on the same page. And you know that is because of their fluctuating emotions with the moon. And another thing, they don't let you know. I told you that they wear a mask and they don't let you know things. Their way is to just disconnect and then come back around. Now, that time frame we're not getting into. I'm not getting into time frames, but I don't feel like it's like disconnected for like 6 months and coming back. But you have to be comfortable with the way this individual that you guys are both talking about marriage is handling their emotions when there's something that you have done that has slighted them. And they're saying definitely and coming through and saying that they do go up and down with that. Why do they go up and down? Well, they have this with the devil being clarified by wedding bells because they have unrealistic expectations. You feel like because I want to marry you, they feel like because they want to marry you, Taurus, that you should talk to them in a certain way. If I've heard it once, I've heard it 1,000 times. And this is a emotionally unrealistic individual, because just because you love me does not mean that I can't address you when you are doing something wrong. I don't understand that. I'm not talking about verbal abuse. There has been some hurtful words, because the hurtful words come about when you're not on the same page. And when you have someone that fluctuates their emotions and chooses to wear a false self mask and not really say what's going on, or act like, things are one way, but things are really not what they seem, then you can't charge someone else for your inability to express yourself emotionally, which is this exactly what this person is doing. They have this pain already because you've already outlined here that they need to heal some family issues, as well as you working on yourself. So with that being said, this devil is those attachments. You cannot put somebody on the pedestal and feel like, and these were those pre-shuffle patterns that I saw. Always up and down, the potential is there. You're putting somebody on a pedestal and you want to control things. So you can't necessarily put someone on a pedestal and say, well, I love you and you're good enough for me to spend the rest of my life with. But when you say things to me and it may hurt me, now I don't want to get married anymore. That's juvenile. So they're dealing with themselves, because in their heart, no matter what their attachments are with this devil, they still see you as being someone who they can spend the rest of their lives with, period. With the T at the end, okay? The D and the T and the exclamation point. You guys are mirroring. Again, I told you that you are feeling like, that you are each other's soulmate. We already know what that 10 of Pentacles is. Obviously, this person is vibrating very strongly for being your soulmate. And not just that, I meant to say vibrating very strongly with being with you for the rest of their lives. When we're looking at Hangman and being clarified by happy ever after again, there is a specific action that this person needs to take, but being guided by spirit that there is a time. They are enlightened about what they want to do. They know exactly what they want to do, and they are struggling to overcome their devil and their sensitivity and making sure that you guys are on the same page emotionally so they can see this happy ever after to the end. Okay. When we're talking about the Page of Pentacles, one of the things that it is going to bring forth is the fact that you guys are going to be talking about overcoming your odds. This person wants to give you something tangible as sort of as a peace offering to let you know that they're serious, because you've been here before with this up and down emotions and all of this before. It doesn't mean that you've ever really, like, I'm not going to necessarily say break up because this is general, but I can see a lot of ups and downs and stops and starts with just the hurtful words and not being on the same page because of the hurtful words. This is all words. I have met an individual in my life, and all he does is allow words to control him, and it's really sad. That's what's sad, because I understand, but then I don't understand. Because to me is all about intentions, and that's what it should be. Sometimes you're going to miss the mark on how you deliver things, but you have to look at yourself. If you got some type of impulsive ass moon and you're not patient and you can dish it out and can't take it, I mean, all of it is right here in your heart with the devil, then how do you expect someone to, you dish out the very hurtful words that you don't want back? It just blows my mind. These people blow my mind. So if that's what you're connecting with, then that's what this is, okay? So, and finally, love is coming. So the Hierophant is here being clarified by love is coming, and trust me. This person is really trying to grow up and heal in that area. I feel like everywhere else you guys are okay, but maybe this individual has learned, and of course the Hierophant to me is going to trump. Although they're both major arcana, they're both here. But when I feel like the Hierophant is here to say, that's it. Get out of that devil. It's time to move higher. So I think it's going to come the way you expected it to come. All right, let's go over some patterns. I think it's going to come the way you want it to come. Hurtful words, differences, wedding bells, soulmate, happy ever after, overcome odds, and love is coming. All right, you both definitely are feeling like you're each other's soulmate, which is beautiful. We all know that soulmates are not necessarily meant to last. Pause. We all know that just because this person is our soulmate, it doesn't mean that we have to spend the rest of our lives with that person. Sometimes they come in to teach you and show you some things about you, and then that's it. So I had to restate that. All right, so red flags, yes, and that's that devil energy. That's that devil energy that was in the heart place. I'm not going to even bother to read it. And of course, external parties, karmic contracts, family, finances, and other material concerns caused interference and stress, had nothing to do with you, which goes back to that healing family issues. And I think you hit the nail on the head when this came out, because your romantic intentions can also be how you see the other individual too in romance. Okay, so that explains it. We do have destiny and divine time, which goes back to that mirroring and that hangman thing that I saw. What else do we have? We also have recharge. Retreat now is important for self-care. And finally, we have repression. They do not express how they truly feel. Duh, we know that, right? And I'm going to give you that other clarifier because we already know that. And I think that they're going to come and they finally are going to tell you. I kind of like this energy though, because I know a lot of us, and it's interesting to see how these are coming out. Hopefully everybody gets on that page where, you know, there needs to be some truth. Okay, needs to be some truth. You already have the energy messages, which I've already showed you. And just let me draw one more line really quick. I'm sorry. So, you know, your energy oracle was in happy family. Their energy oracle was definitely the angel of strength, because this is what they need to do to fight that devil. They need to go in their inner strength and their personal power and take their power back. And I do believe that, again, the need to let go, or the choice to let go for both of you guys, let go of the attachments that no longer serve you. Again, I don't mean to be biased here, but I do feel like, Taurus, this is specifically more so geared towards your person. Not that you don't have to let go of things, but I feel like, again, this is already your lane. So your struggle in that area, I mean, the fact that the card came out does not negate the fact that both of you guys need to do it, because that is the message from divine. But again, I feel like you have more practice. So you're, and all that means, what does that mean? That you're more able to recognize when you are stuck on something and work through it than they are. So when this is your struggle, you know, this is what you're more willing to admit. Okay. When this is something, and they wear a false self mask, so they're not going to tell you. We do have listen to your intuition. Okay. We also have, whoa, no. We also have wait. So yes, let's wait. Let's wait, and that's fine. Top of the deck, is there something better? I am not going to pull anything, because I think the first card said it. Listen to your intuition. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. That's all that you can do. So they want to overcome these odds and these differences. Okay, get past all of the things that has held you guys up. You are their soulmate. That has held you guys up emotionally. I feel like everything else is fine, but emotionally, you just like can't get right. You just can't get right. So they're being worked on in the back end. Love is coming. You are their soulmate that they want happy ever after with, period. We know that, barring aside, you know, these family issues and things that you guys are mirroring with the fact that you guys are each other's soulmate. And you guys are also mirroring here. You want engagement and they want happy ever after. So this is where you are. Like, share, subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. Thank you so much, Taurus. It is always a pleasure, darlings. And I will see you in your extension. To everyone else, I'll see you next week. Bye, Taurus.